guys, thanks for checking me out today. If you're watching the live stream, I just want you to be aware that there will be an actual video uploaded probably in about 2 or 3 hours, and then we'll have our full review on a different property this evening as well. But today we're going to talk a little bit about the BC Homeowner Mortgage and Equity Partnership that's come out in the province of BC, which is it's not free cash. That's one thing that people think, you know, the government's just going to give you cash. That's not going to happen. But the new BC Homeownership Mortgage and Equity Partnership is a BC provincial government-led program where it will assist first-time home buyers by matching the amount of their down payment that they have saved up on a home of $750,000 or less over 25 years. So that doesn't require any payments for the first 5 years and accrues no interest over those first 5 years, which is wonderful. You can have it paid off in those first 5 years. Don't pay any interest on it. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Saves you a lot of money in the long run. So the program came into play about January 16th, 2017. So it's been around for about 6 or 7 days here. But there's some things that I want to highlight on here. So the main ones are going to be the BC Home on the partnership. It contributes to first-time home buyers if they haven't saved up their full 5% down. You know, they've only come up with 2.5. Maybe 3. Even if they have come up with the 5%, it gives them the availability to put a little bit more down when they're looking at buying a house. So, so there is a couple of requirements, but I'm going to go over the overview here first. So the BC Home Partnership supports eligible home buyers with the purchase of their first home by matching the first-time home buyer's down payment with a loan of up to 5% of the purchase price to a maximum of $750,000. You cannot go higher than $750,000 on a purchase. Again, beauty of it, 0% interest, no payment for the first 5 years. The application started rolling in around January 16th, 2017. Any application that gets put in has to close, so you actually have to move into the house after February 15th, 2017. So what is it gonna be like for you to be eligible for this program in the first place? You must be a first-time home buyer. That's not just in Canada, that is anywhere in the world. This needs to be your first time ever buying. You need to be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident for at least 5 years. You have resided in BC for at least 1 year, which is fair. Have a combined gross household income of $150,000 or less. Use the property for principal residence for the first 5 years, so you must live there for the 5 years. There is, if you want, give me a ring and we can chat about what happens if you're not necessarily there for the first 5 years. But they've all got that written into the fine print. So you must have saved at least half of the minimum down payment they will require. So you have to build up some cash. Must be a pre-approved for first mortgage before applying. So what that means is that you have to come see a registered lender. So somebody like Bank of Montreal, any of the other financial institutions. If you were talking about a mortgage broker, they could definitely look into that for you. But definitely give me a call and we can get that pre-approval done for you. I just want to make sure that everybody understands exactly what this program is before jumping into it. The first mortgage, I'm not going to worry too much about that. So everybody that lives in, or that is on the mortgage, has to live in the property. So if your parents are co-signing with you on this, we won't be able to go through this program. It needs to be everybody that's on there is going through it. There is some qualifications for guarantors and stuff along those lines, but if you wanted to chat about those more, just give me a call. It would just make this video very long if I went through every little piece of everything on the semantics behind it. So loans, it's up to 25 years. So when we're looking at it, we're going to take it, the loan paid back over 20 years because you have no payments for the first 5 years. So what that does is that helps you when it comes to your ability to afford the mortgage itself. So you will have a lower payment on that than you would say on a 5-year loan that might cost you $200 to $300. Instead, with 20 years, it'll be maybe $50, and it just makes it a lot more affordable to get that assistance in your down payment. Maybe paid in full at any time, no penalties along those lines. If you want to pay it out, there is absolutely options for that. Now I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of how exactly this process would look if you guys wanted to go through the process. So the first thing that you guys would do is come sit down with somebody like myself, your mortgage specialist, get a pre-approval. Once you have that pre-approval in hand, you will apply online. From what I've seen of it, it's not too much of a lengthy process. That you do need to be a little bit tech savvy when you're doing it. So anybody who's not quite as familiar with computers and all that kind of stuff, just try to find somebody that can help you out, because you got to upload some documentation and all that fun stuff. So you want to find a home, make an offer, subject to financing. Then we put it through our approval system. We get approval from the insurer, and you purchase your new home. So with finding a new home, if you guys do need a hand looking into real estate agents or anything along those lines, give me a call. Definitely happy to put you in touch with one of our great real estate agents, whether it's here, Dawson Creek, Tumbler Ridge, Fort Nelson, Prince George, 100 Mile House, anywhere that I can find some good real estate agents for you, especially in Fort St. John, because there's a plethora of them. So yeah, so that's a basic overview of the BC Home Partnership that came out on the 16th. If you guys have any questions, give me a call. It's just a great loan program to match whatever your down payment is, to either get you up to that 5% point or get you up and above that 5% point at a very reasonable cost. And I mean, they put a mortgage against the property. If you have paid off in 5 years, you don't even have to worry about paying anything back. There's no interest on that for the first 5 years. It's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, so give me a call if you need anything. 250-262-2842. Make sure to stand by for today. Later on, me and Scott Sauer are going to go take a look at a new property, and he's going to tell me a little bit about it. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the financial aspect of it. On top of that, we are check out the last videos from last week with Leah French. There were some beautiful properties, I think starting around the 270 area, going all the way up to just over 500,000. So absolutely beautiful properties, lots of different ranges. Make sure to like me, add me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Check me out on LinkedIn, check me out on YouTube. This video will be up on YouTube in the next probably couple of hours, but it kind of depends on how long it takes to render. So yep, give me a ring. I hope you guys have a chance to take a look at it.